Did you know that Superman carries kryptonite with him at all times? Though not the only instance. In Superman Batman Supergirl, Superman opens his belt buckle to reveal a kryptonite ring, which he then uses to knock out a brainwashed Supergirl. Did you know that Superman had a little-known TV show in the late 80s called Superboy? You probably haven't heard about it because, yeah, it sucked. This is the first Superman movie, but fans were severely disappointed when Superman took to the skies because instead of using wires, he turned into a cartoon. Did you know that Ben Affleck played Superman? Though not in the traditional sense, Ben Affleck actually played the Superman actor George Reeves in a movie about his time as Superman and his tragic death. But
it's unusual finding a good-looking girl like you alone like this.
Yeah, he's here. Thanks, bye-bye. There's been an accident on the old river bridge. I hate to make you rush off.
Well, there's no rush.
It's a bridge.
Oh, it's okay. I always get there on time. Come on, let's relax a little.
Are you sure you shouldn't do something about the bridge?
What bridge?
Why do you think the Superman fandom is so divided right now?
Because they're all thinking about coming to the Wolverine fandom. Deadpool and Wolverine.
Who played the best Jimmy Olsen on TV? Jack Larson, Aaron Ashmore, Michael Landis, Justin Whalen, or Micad Brooks? Put your answer in the comments. Did you know that before Aaron Ashmore played Jimmy Olsen on Smallville, he played the villain Eric Summers in 2 episodes who took Clark's powers? Oh wait, never mind. That was his twin brother, Shawn Ashmore. Who looks best as Superman? Christopher Reeve, Henry Cavill, Brandon Routh, or the new guy? Put your answer in the comments. Yep, this is real. In the 1980s, Bollywood got its own Superman, though there was a lot more dancing than normal, and Spider-Man was there too. Spider Lady. Did you know that the reason Marlon Brando pronounces Krypton as Krypton is because when asked to pronounce it Krypton, he said no? Did you know that Tyler Hoechlin has worn more different styled Superman costumes than any Superman actor? He started on the CW's Supergirl with a suit that was quite different from what he wore on the Superman and Lois pilot, which actually featured 2 different outfits. But
Darth Maul, what does Superman mean to you?
Superman. Some clown hierarchy that thinks that good somehow means something more than just the ability to survive.
Security.
did you know that before Brandon Routh landed the lead in Superman Returns, he lost the part twice? Once in the now well-known Superman Flyby that was never produced, and the lesser-known loss was to Tom Welling in Smallville. Who plays the best Lois Lane? Amy Adams, Kate Bosworth, Margot Kidder, or the new gal? Put your answer in the comments. Did you know that Christopher Reeve's personal trainer for the Superman movie was David Prowse, the actor that played Darth Vader in the original Star Wars trilogy? Henry Cavill's evil Superman makes so much more sense now.
So who would win, Superman or X-23?
I think it'd be a close battle. I mean, probably Superman. I gotta probably give it to him. Could hold up a good fight against him. I mean, she just needs to replace her claws with Kryptonite, and then hands down she would win, right?
That's a good point. Everybody with the Kryptonite all the time.
Did you know that Tyler Hoechlin is the only Superman actor that didn't have to audition for the role? He first landed the part in the Supergirl TV series after executive producers Greg Berlanti and Andrew Kreisberg decided they had to have him. In 1938, the Fleischer Studio came out with the best Superman cartoon to date. I mean, this cartoon can't be beat. With all the sexism and racism, okay, never mind. Did you know that the reason Brandon Routh was cast as Superman was because of spilt coffee? Director Bryan Singer organized an informal audition at a coffee shop with Routh, who accidentally bumped into the director, spilling coffee on both of them, saying, I'm a bit clumsy, a bit like Clark. That's the moment Singer knew he had made the right choice. What would my ideal Superman movie be? It'd be Golden Age. It'd be a period piece. It'd be in the 40s. I feel like that would make a lot more sense, especially with Clark Kent and pictures and, you know, the newspaper and all that. And he would be a very powered down Superman. Not a Superman that is able to, you know, like lift a planet, but a Superman that could definitely throw a car, could definitely, you know, repel bullets. He wouldn't travel at the speed of light for sure, but speed of sound, yeah, he'd be able to travel that. I'd have a very powered down Superman. Did you know that Dean Cain almost lost the role of Superman on Lois and Clark to Gerard Christopher? But when series creator Deborah Joy Levine noticed that Gerard had played Clark Kent in the TV series Superboy, she said, "You've already done this," giving Cain first dibs at the role. Henry Cavill got big for Man of Steel, but he refused to take steroids to muscle up for the role. He also refused any digital enhancements, so what you see here is all natural. Did you know that the Lois and Clark episode where poison rat toys made adults act like children was solely written by Dean Cain himself? Superman's powers are not a light bulb. You can't just turn them on and off like a switch. He's got solar radiation that he has absorbed. And that means that the only ways for him to lose his powers is to either get rid of that solar radiation or to turn that solar radiation against himself with kryptonite radiation. And that's kind of my own personal theory. But I mean, think about it. Doesn't it make sense that kryptonite doesn't hurt people on Krypton? So the only reason it doesn't hurt people is because they haven't absorbed yellow solar radiation. They come to Earth, they get the yellow solar radiation, and the more they have, the more that kryptonite hurts, because the kryptonite just takes that yellow solar radiation and turns it against you. I mean, come on. DC should be taking notes. They really should be.
What does Superman mean to you?
Superman's the guy I gotta kill to be in charge of the DC universe.
Did you know that Dean Cain was the first actor to audition for the role Superman in Lois and Clark? Series creator Deborah Joy Levine initially dismissed him as too young, telling her casting director that they were looking for Superman, not Superboy.
Judging from the outfit, your favorite Superman actor might be Henry Cavill?
Absolutely.
Because Henry Cavill is a friend of yours.
Oh,
You know this, right?
absolutely,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah. So how do you think David Cornsweet, the new guy, is going to do in the role?
I think he'll do just fine. Not as good as Henry. Henry is the most handsome man on Earth. He's got to be Superman.
And did Henry paint this? He likes to paint miniatures.
Oh, yeah.
Flew in.
Yeah, we're besties, yeah.
Snyder fan versus Snyder cultist. Which is which? Which are you? If you want to find out who you've been talking to, click the link below and we'll do a quiz to find out who's the Snyder fans and who are the cultists. Did you know that the popular Fleischer Superman cartoons are not all Fleischer cartoons? The first 9 produced had monsters and mad scientists as villains, but when Famous Studios took over, the next 8 episodes focused on World War II and other less science fiction storylines.
Do you want to know something about Superman? Well, you should subscribe so you don't miss anything, because I can't really tell you right now. I've been sick.
Did you know that although George Reeves was on the oldest Superman TV show, he also was the oldest actor to play Superman, given that he was 43 years old by the end of season 6. Before Annette O'Toole was helping Superman to become the hero we always needed as his mother on Smallville, she played Lana Lang in Superman 3, where she was the beautiful girl he always wanted. Did you know that before Helen Slater played Clark's Kryptonian mother, Laura, on Smallville, she actually played Superman's cousin in the 1984 movie Supergirl? But yeah, it kind of sucked. I think that Henry Cavill's movies, they could have done a lot better if a lot of Christopher Reeve fans hadn't have been so staunch, this is what Superman is. I think it could have done better if people had just opened their hearts to it. Did you know that John Shea, the actor who played Lex Luthor on Lois and Clark, decided to leave the series after the first season because he was tired of the strenuous commute from New York City to Los Angeles? Superman almost became a Marvel character. In the 1980s, Warner Brothers considered closing down DC Comics and licensing their characters, like Superman, to Marvel Comics. This was because they thought that there was a lack of success and strong management at DC compared to Marvel. So basically, did you know that Krypto was in Superman the animated series, but not as a regular character? In fact, he only appeared in 1 episode. In the pilot, we can see young Kal-El playing with a little white dog on Krypton. Before Zack Snyder was chosen to direct Man of Steel, the job was offered to Snyderverse actor Ben Affleck, who just had a Best Picture win for directing Argo. However, he turned down the offer because he'd never made a movie that needed so many visual effects. Did you know that Lex Luthor was in Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3? One of Sylvester Stallone's henchmen was a man made of crystal, though not kryptonite crystals. The man behind the rock was none other than Smallville's Michael Rosenbaum. How is it possible that since Man of Steel came out over a decade ago, you still can't think about Superman without Henry Cavill popping into your mind? He is the first Superman actor to have that much weight since Christopher Reeve. So let's dive into 7 things that Man of Steel got right. Did you know that Jonathan Kent and Martha Kent on Superman the Animated Series were played by Mike Farrell and Shelley Fabares, a real-life married couple? When Henry Cavill told Lois that his S means hope, This wasn't a new creation in the Superman lore. Mark Waid denoted the meaning of the House of El in his comic series, Superman Birthright. Did you know that Margot Kidder was a little inappropriate on set between takes of Superman? She even admits that she would flick Christopher Reeve's codpiece from time to time. Did you see that? Here, I'll play it again. This is proof that the original Superman movies got progressively worse, that attention to detail became so bad that, oh, there it was! Did you know that Henry Cavill pushed to have the trunks on his Superman suit, but Zack Snyder felt like no matter what he could do, he couldn't get him to look right? What do you think? Should Henry's suit have had the iconic red underwear? Did you know that before Superman went bad in Batman vs. Superman, Christopher Reeve had already done it first when Superman became infected with synthetic kryptonite? This is Super Pup, the failed pilot of a concept where Superman is a dog named Bark Bent, and all the characters are animals played by little people in costumes. Is Superman really the greatest superhero of all time? Superman's iconic status in pop culture is undeniable. He's been a beloved character for decades, with a legacy that continues to inspire new generations of fans. Did you know that even though a different actor was used to play young Clark Kent in the 1978 Superman movie, the voice actor you hear is Christopher Reeve?
I mean, every time I get the football, I can make a touchdown.
The actor Jeff East apparently had a distractingly strong Southern accent. Why did they make a Superman movie this way? As a kid, I loved that there were 4 Superman movies, but every time I got to this one, I was just like, I don't know, I kind of feel like getting some sleep tonight. So let's dive into 7 reasons why Superman 3 was horrifying. Did you know that Superman could be beat by several Marvel characters? Doctor Strange utilized magic, which Superman is vulnerable to. But yeah, that's a given. Phoenix, one of the most powerful superheroes to ever exist, could literally just pull apart his molecules. But one Marvel hero could control Superman's mind, causing him to defeat himself. Superman and Spider-Man movies could very possibly happen. No, this guys isn't clickbait. This is real. James Gunn talked about doing a Superman Spider-Man crossover. Do you guys think this is something that he should focus on, something he should do? Did you know that when Superman was using holograms to trick General Zod in Superman 2, he says, I used to play this as a kid? What's he talking about? He was never on Krypton as a kid. Although Tyler Hoechlin has been a successful Superman in the Arrowverse, he stated in an interview that he actually had always wanted to play the Dark Knight. Do you think he would have made a good Bruce Wayne? Did you know that when Superman first came out in 1938, he couldn't fly or use heat vision, but would often resort to hypnotizing his enemies because apparently 1938 Superman can do that? You have a standard for Superman. Would it be so bad if somebody came along and did better than your standard version of Superman? Because I think the biggest problems with Superman movies in past years is that people just won't give stuff a chance. Did you know that Superman killed all the way back in 1938? Though some people think that Superman never kills, not only has he killed Doomsday and Zod, he was also seen throwing several men out of a skyscraper window only 1 month after his debut in Action Comics #2. Even though Amy Adams was chosen to play Lois Lane in Man of Steel, if something happened and she couldn't perform the role, the runner-up was Guardians of the Galaxy actress Zoe Saldana. Did you know that when Superman was killed by Doomsday, he wasn't actually dead? Superman is basically a solar battery, and when they buried his body, all he was lacking was a little sunlight and a bit of a jump start. Did you know that the idea of Superman having a set of twins didn't happen for the first time on the Superman and Lois TV show? Superman also had a set of twin girls in my personal favorite Superman comic, Superman Secret Identity. Where is Metropolis located? According to the pilot in Lois and Clark, when Clark flies to China to pick up Chinese food, a world map is shown revealing Metropolis's location to be the real-life location of Scranton, Pennsylvania.
I am like Superman.
Did you know that Christopher Reeve's Superman has extra powers? He has Reparo-Vision in Superman 4, he can turn back time, and let's not forget this mild inconvenience. Superman is only worth $130. Let me explain. In 1938, Superman creators Jerry Siegel and Joe Shuster were allowed to have their stories appear in Action Comics if they sold the copyrights. Little did they know that he would become the biggest known superhero in history, causing it to be one of the worst regrets in the entertainment industry, with legal battles continuing to present day. Did you know that the seemingly evil version of Jor-El in the first few seasons of Smallville was no coincidence? Jor-El had to be evil because he was voiced by Terrence Stamp, the very same actor who played General Zod in Superman. Did you know that although Tyler Hoechlin is known as the first Superman actor that didn't audition for the role, he actually did audition for the part of Superman in Man of Steel and lost it to Henry Cavill?